Hello, co-resis. My name is Saleh Traore Uwalaka. I am the founder and CEO of Resi Prep 360, a program that focuses exclusively on preparing you, the pharmacy residency candidate, for a match at phase 1. Today's video is talking all about letters of recommendations and how to ask, who to ask, and how to make sure that you are thinking clearly and strategically about this to make sure that you get out of the match at phase 1 successful. I think step 1 of this process is really making sure that you are identifying the correct individuals to ask for references. What this means is that you have to remove emotions out of how you look. Because the first thing is most residency programs are asking you for about 3 letters of recommendation. It's very rare that a program is going to be interested in 4, but there's nothing stopping you from adding extras in the appendix. That's a forecast conversation. We can have it later. But the number of recommendations that the programs are looking for from you is 3. Some programs will be specific and say that a minimum of 1 of these has to be from a clinical preceptor. What I want to encourage you to do is think about making sure that your references are balanced. What I mean by this is make sure that all of your references aren't just going to fixate and talk about one singular quality you have. For example, you can pick one preceptor that is going to be able to talk about your problem-solving skills, your communication skills, and your cross-functional collaboration skills by a way of functioning and working in multidisciplinary rounds. A clinical preceptor is excellent for this. They can speak to your written communication skills, your verbal communication skills, how well you work with others, and how well you integrate yourself within teams. That's a great letter for one person to focus on those things and be able to speak to those things with specificity and giving the program context by giving examples. It's going to be paramount. Another individual may be someone that focuses on your leadership and management potential. This is the person that can talk about leadership roles you've had, times when you were put in charge of things and they were completed on time. They can talk about your time management skills, your maturity skills, your conflict resolution skills, your assertiveness. These are all things that reference can focus on. Picking another reference that can focus on that piece of it can be very powerful and very important in helping make your case, right? That you're well-rounded, right? This is what we're after. We're after giving a picture that we aren't just good at one thing, but we have exposures and experiences that are varied enough that diversity in our exposure has greatly contributed to our ability to integrate well and function independently. So find someone that can speak to that leadership and management component, time management, maturity, assertiveness, problem solving. Find someone that can speak to that. Lastly, I think finding somebody that can be really great to speak about your scholastic activity, person you did research with, a person you've done a publication with, a person that can even be someone that was a faculty advisor to talk about your contributions and service to the school, your service to the profession. They can talk about how, if you're a self-directed learner, the amount of guidance you require, the quality of the questions you ask in order to be able to move forward with your tasks independently. These are really great things. And if you have people that can speak to them, definitely leverage them. Now, full disclosure, it is possible that you don't have all these people. Like, you don't have a plethora of people that can talk about this and talk about this and talk about that. Bottom line is, the people who are submitting on your behalf, I think at minimum, should be able to recall specific examples of times when they were helpful, or they showed you be helpful, and they watched you demonstrate, right, some of these qualities and skills, and that gives them a lot of reassurance that you are ready to take these skill sets to contribute to any residency program in order to be successful there. That's the point of your references, right? They are there. These letters are supposed to help reassure your RPD that you have what it takes from the perspective of an educator. Your residency director is an educator. The preceptors are educators, and they are very keenly interested to know what other educators think about you, what other educators' experiences with you have been. And so do not underestimate the power of what this letter of recommendation is going to do. It's going to allow educators to communicate with each other about you in a way that is reassuring, that gives them a lot of confidence, that also solidifies their interest, right? You're not going to get an interview offer if a program is not interested. There's no such thing as courtesy residency interviews. There isn't. You're only going to get an interview offer if the program already has a feeling that you have what it takes. And so the references, their job is to create context around what the program believes they already know about you. So picking individuals that you have relationship with, that can give examples, that can be specific when they comment about the relevance of your experiences for residency, the caliber of candidate that you are, it's imperative that you really are careful in enlisting those people. In my next video, I am going to share with you what are some things and tools that you can give references to help facilitate this process for them, right? What can you do? Because there's a lot you can do. There's a lot you can do. What can you do to help give your references a great idea about what direction you're headed, your motivations for doing this, the things that have made you interested in residency, so that when they are writing, they have clarity about your motivations and how your educational experiences are in line with that. Please don't forget to subscribe and like for more content like this. And this is your premier destination for all things residency.